हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक। तो लास्ट वीडियो में हमने देखा कि सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड, उसके 7 एग्जांपल्स किए, 8 किए एक्चुअली, और एक एग्जांपल होमवर्क दिया था। बहुत ही इजी प्रॉब्लम हो जानी चाहिए थी। अभी मूव ऑन करते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं और आज सेकंड टॉपिक डिस्कस करना है। सेकंड टॉपिक है हमारा रिकर्सिव ट्री। ओके, सो रिकर्सिव ट्री मेथड। इससे पहले थोड़ा सा थ्योरी बताता हूँ मैं कि ये जो चैप्टर हम पढ़ रहे हैं अभी, रिकर्शन एंड ऑल, इस सब का ज़रूरत क्या है, क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं हम ये सब, इसकी कहाँ पे हमको नीड पड़ेगी। तो इसकी नीड हमको पड़ेगी जब भी एक रिकर्सिव एल्गोरिदम का एनालिसिस करना होगा। ठीक है, तो इस वाले में अब तक हमने जो किया सब्स्टिट्यूशन में, हमारा गोल क्या था, वी वर एक्सपेक्टिंग टू फाइंड वैल्यू ऑफ दैट फंक्शन। ठीक है, हम वो फंक्शन का वैल्यू निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे थे जिसका हमको रिकर्सिव फंक्शन गिवन है। जैसे ये गिवन है, तो मैं क्या करूँगा, एक इसका प्रोटोटाइप लूँगा, सेम फंक्शन, और फिर मैं वैल्यूज़ निकालने का कोशिश करूँगा कि जनरल टर्म क्या होगा टी ऑफ एन का। ठीक है, इरेलीवेंट नहीं है, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आए हैं पहले भी, गेट में ऐसे क्वेश्चन आए हैं, बट द होल पर्पज ऑफ दिस शिट इज, यहाँ पे देखो मैंने एक क्वेश्चन में बिग O ऑफ एन क्यूब लिखा था। बिग O ऑफ एन क्यूब इसलिए लिखा क्योंकि मैथमेटिक्स में इसका यूसेज सही है, वैल्यू निकालना है, बट यहाँ पर जैसा मैंने एक वीडियो में बताया था पिछली वाली में, जिसमें बाइनरी ट्री को एक्सप्लेन किया था, फैक्टोरियल ऑफ 6 का बाइनरी ट्री बनाया था, और उसमें एक स्टेटमेंट था कि कॉस्ट कितना होगा इस रिकर्सिव फंक्शन की कॉल का कॉस्ट कितना होगा, तो वो होगा जितने नंबर ऑफ फंक्शन कॉल्स होंगी। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, मैं टी एन को कैलकुलेट करना चाह रहा हूँ, उसके लिए मेरे को कितनी फंक्शन कॉल्स होंगे उसका ऑर्डर मिलेगा मेरे को। ये मैथमेटिकली एक्यूरेट वैल्यू है, बट दिस वैल्यू इज ऑफ ऑर्डर ऑफ एन स्क्वायर। ओके, ऑर्डर कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्लासेस, अगर आपने वो वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो वीडियो देख लो, उससे समझ आ जाएगा कि कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी से क्या मतलब होता है। बेसिकली मोटा मोटा बताया जाए तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा किस ऑर्डर का स्पेस लेगा, ठीक है, या किस ऑर्डर का टाइम इस एल्गोरिदम को चाहिए कंप्लीट होने में। ठीक है, ऑर्डर का मतलब होता है कि एक रेंज, मोटी मोटी एक रेंज बता दो हमको कि इस रेंज के अंदर ये पढ़ने वाला है ये फंक्शन। तो जैसे कि कौन सा बताऊँ, ये है एन लॉग एन। एन लॉग एन क्या है, एक ग्राफ बनाते हैं मान लो, तो उस ग्राफ में ये होगा मेरा एन। ठीक है, यहाँ पे ये एफ ऑफ एन का ग्राफ है। ठीक है, ये एन वैल्यूज़ हैं और इधर मैं अपना फंक्शन प्लॉट करता हूँ, तो एफ ऑफ एन का ग्राफ ही आएगा। ठीक है, लॉग ऑफ एन का ग्राफ क्या आएगा, लॉग ऑफ एन का ग्राफ आएगा पहले थोड़ा इंक्रीज और उसके बाद ऐसे आएगा लॉग ऑफ एन का ग्राफ, एन टाइम्स लॉग ऑफ एन, एन टाइम्स लॉग ऑफ एन। तो इसका वैल्यू हर बार एन जितना इंक्रीज होता चला जाएगा, तो मेरे ख्याल से ये फंक्शन कुछ ऐसा आना चाहिए। ठीक है, तो ये होगा एफ ऑफ एन लॉग एन। ठीक है, क्योंकि ये एफ ऑफ लॉग एन है। ठीक है, एफ ओके। तो मैं कहूँगा कि मेरा जो ये फंक्शन है, ये टी एन जो फंक्शन है, ये ऑर्डर ऑफ एन लॉग एन लेगा कोई भी एक स्टेटमेंट को, एक एल्गोरिदम को कंप्लीट एग्जीक्यूट करने में, जहाँ पे एन मेरा इनपुट साइज रहेगा। इनपुट साइज से क्या मतलब होता है, वो प्रॉब्लम टू प्रॉब्लम वेरी करता है। अगर मेरे पास मान लो सॉर्टिंग का कोई प्रॉब्लम है और मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक एरे है, एरे का साइज एन है जिसको मेरे को सॉर्ट करना है, तो वहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इन द एरे इज़ एन। वहीं पे अगर मेरे पास मान लो 2 बाइट्स हैं, 2 नंबर्स हैं, तो उनको ऐड करना है, तो उसका कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी का इनपुट होगा नंबर ऑफ बिट्स। ऐसे ही कोई से मैक्सिमम मिनिमम फाइंड करने का, तो मेरा उसमें इनपुट होगा नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स, और मैं कैलकुलेट करूँगा नंबर ऑफ कंपैरिजंस। ठीक है, तो ये प्रॉब्लम टू प्रॉब्लम डिफर करेगा। वो प्रॉब्लम देख के आपको समझ आ जाएगा कि इस प्रॉब्लम का एम क्या है, इसका इनपुट क्या है, और इसमें कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी अगर मैं कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ तो कौन सा प्रोसीजर है जिसको उठा के मेरे को कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कैलकुलेट करनी है। ओके, आज सेकंड टॉपिक की बात करते हैं। फर्स्ट टॉपिक हो गया हमारा, ये हो गया, और ये है दिस वीडियो। ऑलराइट, तो आगे बढ़ते हैं। ओके, बोतल को इधर रख लेता हूँ। ओके कूल। रिकर्सिव ट्री मेथड, ओके। तो देखो ये है, मान लो ये फंक्शन था मेरे पास। इस फंक्शन में क्या हो रहा है, एवरी टाइम आई एम कॉलिंग टी। इसको एक बार सोल्व करके दिखाता हूँ, उसे समझ आएगा कि फंक्शन में क्या हो रहा है, और फिर उसका एक ट्री बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं। ओके सो क्या किया मैंने, मेरे पास टी ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू टी ऑफ एक्स बाई टू प्लस एक्स। मेरे को निकालना है टी ऑफ एन बाई टू, वो होगा टी ऑफ एन बाई फोर प्लस एन बाई टू। तो सेकेंड टर्म आ जाएगा मेरे पास टी ऑफ एन इज इक्वल टू टी ऑफ एन बाई टू प्लस एन इज इक्वल टू टी ऑफ एन बाई फोर प्लस एन बाई टू प्लस एन। टी ऑफ एन बाई फोर अगर मैं कैलकुलेट करूँगा तो मेरे पास आना चाहिए टी ऑफ एन बाई एट प्लस एन बाई फोर प्लस एन बाई टू प्लस एन बाई टू प्लस एन इधर से आएगा, और ये पूरा फंक्शन मेरे को ये एंटिटी रिटर्न करने वाला है। ओके तो एन बाई एट आ गया, ये थर्ड टर्म है। के टर्म क्या होगी, टी ऑफ एन ओवर टू रेज टू द पावर के प्लस एन ओवर टू रेज टू द पावर के माइनस वन प्लस एन ओवर टू रेज टू द पावर के माइनस टू, एंड इट विल गो ऑन अप टिल एन ओवर टू रेज टू द पावर के माइनस के माइनस के मतलब कि ज़ीरो, दिस इज इक्वल टू एन। ठीक है, तो कितने टर्म्स हो गए, ये के टर्म्स हो गए मेरे पास। एन बाई टू के, एन बाई टू के को मान लेते हैं मेरा टर्मिनेटिंग वैल्यू वन वन, दिस इम्प्लाइज log n इज इक्वल टू के। आगे इसमें प्रोसीड करेंगे तो आएगा हमारे पास टी ऑफ वन इज गिवन टू बी वन प्लस एन बाई टू रेज टू द पावर के माइनस वन, यानी कि log n माइनस वन प्लस वन ओवर टू रेज टू द पावर log n माइनस टू प्लस वन ओवर n कॉमन ले लेते हैं, log n माइनस टू प्लस टू रेज टू द पावर log n माइनस थ्री एंड सो ऑन अप टिल वन। ठीक है, ये आ रहा है, इसको सोल्व कर लेंगे। हमारे पास ये एक क्या है, जीपी सीरीज है, वन बाई टू इसका कॉमन फैक्टर है, कॉमन लाइक मल्टीप्लायर है, सोल्व कर लेंगे इसको। इसका आएगा ऑर्डर ऑफ एन। अब इसका क्या मतलब है ऑर्डर ऑफ एन का, दूसरी बात इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ। एंड सेकेंड पॉइंट विच कम्स टू अस इज, मान लो मेरे पास दो रिकर्सिव कॉल्स हैं। से फॉर एग्जांपल माय गिवन प्रॉब्लम इज टी ऑफ एन इज इक्वल टू टी ऑफ एन बाई थ्री प्लस टी ऑफ टू एन बाई थ्री प्लस एन। छोटा केस में कुछ भी मान लो, कुछ भी मान सकते हैं, मान लो वन इफ एन इज इक्वल टू वन। ओके, ये मतलब मैटर नहीं करता, ये बाद में देख लेंगे। अभी हमारा कंसर्न क्या है, हमको ये निकालना है कि किस ऑर्डर का है ये फंक्शन, कितने फंक्शन कॉल्स लगेंगे। तो देखो टी ऑफ एन इज टी ऑफ एन बाई थ्री एलिमेंट्स के साथ मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ, और टू एन बाई थ्री एलिमेंट्स के साथ कुछ कर रहा हूँ, एंड द कॉस्ट ऑफ डिवाइडिंग एन एलिमेंट्स इन n by 3 and 2n by 3 is n. Okay, whenever a function is given in this form, that means the cost of doing this division, the division of n into n by 3 and 2n by 3 is n. ठीक है, तो इसके लिए अगर मैं एक ट्री ड्रॉ करने की कोशिश करूं तो मेरा ट्री कैसे बनेगा, यहाँ पे मेरे पास n एलिमेंट्स है। ओके, n को मैंने डिवाइड कर दिया, इधर मेरे पास n by 3 एलिमेंट्स आ गए, बचे हुए एलिमेंट्स इधर आ गए 2n by 3। ओके, अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, जो भी मेरे पास एलिमेंट्स है, n एलिमेंट्स है, तो मैं उसका 1/3 एक साइड में भेज रहा हूँ और जो 2/3 बच गया वो दूसरी साइड में भेज रहा हूँ। यहाँ पे n/3 एलिमेंट्स है मेरे पास, n/3 एलिमेंट्स का 1/3 मैं इधर भेज दूंगा। ठीक है, ये सेम ही है कि अगर आपके पास एक गिवन है, आप उसमें जो इनपुट दे रहे हो वो उसके हिसाब से आउटपुट देगा। अगर n-2 की बात कर रहे हैं तो n-2 के रिस्पेक्ट में आउटपुट आएगा, अगर n-4 की बात कर रहे हैं तो n-4 के रिस्पेक्ट में आएगा। तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं n/3 एलिमेंट्स की बात करता हूँ तो मेरे को t n/3 निकालना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, एक और पेज लेते हैं, उस पर सेम रफ कैलकुलेशंस के लिए फंक्शन का वैल्यू क्या होगा वो समझने के लिए। हालांकि हमको इतनी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी इसकी इस बार। मेरे पास गिवन है t of x इज इक्वल टू t of x/3 प्लस t of 2x/3 प्लस x। ये x मेरी एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट है, लाइक कॉस्ट ऑफ डिवीजन में भी। ठीक है, सो एवरी टाइम दिस इज हैपनिंग दिस मच विल कम एज एक्स्ट्रा expense in terms of time or expense in terms of space. In this case this expense is in terms of time, क्योंकि हमारे पास t of n है कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी उसके एग्जीक्यूशन का। ओके, ये जनरल फंक्शन हो गया। अभी n था, if n was the input I found out n/3 and 2n/3. If n/3 is the input to this function, then I will get t of n/3 is equal to t of n/3/3 plus t of 2 times 2 or 2/3 of n/3. Same thing, plus n/3. Let us keep it aside. Okay, so n/3/3 means t of n/9 plus t of 2n/9. Okay, so this will get divided into n/3 square and 2/3 of n/3. Alright, similarly this will get divided into 1/3 of 2n/3 and 2/3 of 2n/3. This will be the division. Until I have one element left, I'll keep on partitioning the n elements like this. So let us write one more level so that we can get some clarity. Okay, next I shall get, this was n/3 square, so 1/3 of n/3 square. In this side I shall get 2/3 of n/3 square. On left hand partition I shall get 1/3 of 2n/3 square. On right hand side I shall get 2/3 of 2n/3 square, because this is 2n/3 square. On this side I shall get 1/3 of 2n/3 square. On right hand side I shall get 2/3 of 2n/3 square. Okay, and so on. The both subtrees are growing. Okay, until I reach a situation when n is equal to 1. Okay, so when you see, if it was the first term I am getting by 3, second term I am getting 3 square, third term I am getting 3 cube. So say for example if it is the kth term on this side, I shall be getting 1/3 power k n. Okay, this value. And on this side I'll be getting 2/3 power k. Obviously this level will not be same as this level, k1, so k2 n. Why won't they be equal? Because here I am dividing it twice the size. Okay, so the number of divisions will be less. Okay, here I am dividing in n/3 chunks, so the number of divisions will be more. Here I am dividing 2 times n/3 chunks, number of divisions will be less. Say for example I have this array, and array has 6 elements, 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, if I am dividing it into 1/3, okay, so 1/3 will be 1 2. How many divisions did I get? First division, second division, and third division. Okay, this is when I am dividing it into 1/3. But if I am dividing it into 2/3, okay, then 2/3 I'll get 4. This will be my first division, and the remaining will be my second division. Okay, so if I'm dividing into 2/3, so if I'm dividing into 1/3, I'll get more divisions. So definitely I can conclude K1 is greater than K2, right? Now next thing I want to talk about in this sheet is, if I had n elements, the cost was n, this extra cost. If I have n by 3 elements, then the cost will be n by 3. If I have 2n by 3 elements, the cost will be 2n by 3. If I have n by 3 square, the cost will be n by 3 square. If I have 2n by 3 square, the cost will be 2n by 3 square. If I have 2n by 3 square elements, the cost will be 2n by 3 square. If I have 4n by 3 square, the cost will be 4n by 3 square. Okay, so the cost at each level will calculate. The cost at this level is n. The cost at this level is n by 3 plus 2n by 3, which happens to be 3n by 3, which is n. Cost at this level would come out to be n by 3 square. We can keep common, and we will add n plus 2n, that is 3n. 3n plus 2n is 5n. 5n plus 4n is 9n. Okay, n is already common, so we need not worry about 3 square 9. The cost at this level is also n. Okay, since we have n elements on this level, my cost is n. Now I told you this side will have more divisions. Okay, so say for example this side has more divisions and this side has less divisions, say up to here. Okay, so up to here the cost of each level will be n, because I'm working on n elements on each level. But after this the cost will be less than n. Alright, so let us just manipulate it somehow. Okay, in this region the cost will be less than n, but of order of n. Here the actual cost is n, here the order of cost I am taking as n. The maximum it can go up to n. Why? When will it be maximum? When it is a complete binary tree. If I am dividing in chunks of n by 2, if both the divisions are n by 2, n by 2, okay, then it will be a complete binary tree and the total cost will be n. So in that case, that is the maximum, but this will also have a cost of order of n. Alright, so on this side I have how many levels? Now I need to find the number of levels. Number of levels in this case is k2. I need to find the value of k2 in terms of n. So I'll say 2 by 3 raised to the power k2 n is equal to what is my limiting case? 1. Okay, so from this I can get n is equal to 3 by 2 power k2, or I can say log of n is equal to log of 3 by 2 k2, or I can say log of n with base 3 by 2 is equal to k2. Alright, so the height of this tree is k2 and the number of divisions that it will take is the number of levels that it will have is log n 3 by 2. So on this side, from here to here, I will have log n 3 by 2 levels. Similarly, on this side, the number of levels that I will have will be log. Okay, How to find this base? N is getting divided by 3 by 2. Here n is getting divided by 3 by 1. So it is 3. Alright. So height of this tree, height of left subtree is log n base 3. Height of right subtree is log n base 3 by 2. Okay, you understand the shit. Now I need to find the total complexity of this. Okay. So I know the complexity is always going to be the maximum complexity. That means big O. Big O of whichever of these two is greater. Alright. So it is 3 by 2 raised to power something which gives n, or here is 3 raised to power something gives n. So definitely this value is going to be greater. Okay. So on each level, say n cost is there. Let us take the bigger side. The bigger side is having length log 3n. Okay. So the maximum cost that this tree will have is n log n base 3. Alright. And the minimum cost that it can have is up to here. Alright. Is up to here. That will be the height of this subtree. The height of this subtree happens to be log n 3 by 2. So that counts as omega. Omega of n log n 3 by 2. Alright. Next. Now let us solve some problems based on this. Example number 1. Say my given relation is T of n is equal to Tn by 2 plus Tn by 2 plus n. Means n is the cost on every level. So how am I going to approach this solution is, I'll take n. Alright, I'll take n elements at the top. I'll divide it in half, n by 2, n by 2, n by 4, n by 4, n by 4, n by 4. Okay, and it will go to n over 2 power k. This will also go to n over 2 power k. Note that both of them will be same, not k1 k2, because it is getting divided into equal halves. So n by 2k is equal to 1, k is equal to log n. Okay, the maximum cost, that means big O of, at each level how much is the cost? At each level the cost is of n, this n. Okay, here cost will be n by 2, here cost will be n by 2, adding both of them will give us n. Okay, so max cost is equal to n times number of levels, the cost of each level into number of levels. N is the cost of each level, the number of levels are log n base 2. Minimum cost, that also happens to be n log n base 2. So I can say the cost is of, the cost belongs to the theta class of n log n. Next example. T of n is equal to T of n by 5 plus T of 3n by 5. Okay, here note that it is not always the case that they will add up to n. That is not the case always. Here I have n by 5 elements and here I have 3n by 5 elements. They are only adding up to 4n by 5 elements, not n. Okay, so you need to take care of it, because if I have n elements then the cost is n. If I have n by 5 elements, the cost will be n by 5. So the total cost of that level will not be n, because the number of elements processed on that level is not equal to n. Okay, I'll draw it, you will understand it better. Here is n, it got divided into n by 5 and 3n by 5. Okay, the cost on this level is n elements processed, n. Here n by 5 elements processed, the cost is n by 5. Here 3n by 5 elements processed, the cost will be 3n by 5. The total cost of this level is going to be n, and of second level is going to be n plus 3n by 5, that is 4n by 5. So previously I told you that we see the same non-recursive term. This is the significance of non-recursive term. If the non-recursive term is not repeating, that means it will give us a direct series, right? Like n into n is the cost into number of levels. Okay, we get it directly. But here you see we are getting a series. Here we are getting a series. On this level the cost is n, on this level the cost is not n, it is something different. So on next level also it will be something different, and therefore we'll have to add all of them individually. How many times? Number of level times. All right, so let's proceed for this question. Left is getting divided into chunks of 1 by 5. Next will be n by 5 square. Right side is getting divided into 3 by 5 of previous value. Left side is getting divided into 1/5 of previous value, 1/5 of 3 by 5. Right side is getting divided into 3/5 of previous value, 3 by 5 n. Okay, so the cost on this level I want you to calculate is, here will be n by 5 square, here the cost will be 3n by 5 square, here the cost will be 3n by 5 square, here the cost will be 9n by 5 square, which happens to be n by 5 square can be taken common, and then we will add 1 plus 3 4 plus 3 7, 7 9 is 16. Okay, the cost in this level is 16 by 5 square into n. So you see this, first is n, then 4 by 5n, then 4 by 5 whole square times n. Okay, so I came to know the cost of each level is going to be cost of level x will be 4 by 5 power x times n. Okay, how many levels will I have on this side? How many levels will I have on this side? On this side it can go to max of n over 5 power k. Okay, if this happens to be one element, then k is equal to log n base 5. So on this side I will have this term added this many times, so I will have 4 by 5n, sorry, I'll keep the brackets here, 4 by 5 power 0 n plus 4 by 5 power 1 plus 4 by 5 square plus 4 by 5 cube n, and it will go on up to 4 by 5 log n base 5 times n. The total cost of this will be 4 by 5 plus 4 by 5 1 plus 4 by 5 2 plus 4 by 5 cube, adding up to 4 by 5 log n base 5 into n. So we will solve this series. The series is a geometric progression with r is equal to 4 by 5, which is less than 1, a is equal to 1, like this is power 0, so a is equal to 1. So the sum of this series will be first term into r raised to the power 4 raised to the power log n base 5 minus 1, okay, over 4 by 5 minus 1, or like you can reverse them, makes no difference. Okay, so log n is a big value, right? Say n is okay, you need to understand this, that 4 by 5 is less than 1. 4 by 5 is less than 1. So 4 by 5 square will also be less than 1. 4 by 5 power 10 will be very very less than 1. So 4 by 5 power log n base 5 will also be very very less than 1. So this value can be approximated to minus 1, and this will also give some negative value. Negatives cancel. Say for example and it is 1 multiplied this whole shit. Say for example this shit evaluates to some constant c. Okay, so this evaluates to some constant c times n. For c the complexity is of constant. If c is a constant, the complexity does not depend on input. No matter how big or small your input is, it will take the same amount of time. Okay, so c is order of n, so the function is of order of n, because it is c into n. C into n means order of n. Alright, this is the story of left subtree. Now for right subtree, the base will change. Here k2 will come log n. This was divided by 5, this is divided by 5 by 3. 5 by 3. This will also evaluate to the same shit and will give order of n, because here it was 5. If I will solve for this level, it will come out to be 5 by 3. That's it, not much difference. So this function will evaluate to theta of n. Next example. T of n is equal to T of n by 2 plus T of n by 3 plus T of n by 4 plus C. C is a constant. Okay, so if such case arises, it becomes very hectic to go through substitution method. That is why when there are more than one recursive calls in a function, we will prefer this tree method, recursive tree method, over the method of substitution. Okay, give me a second break. Okay, I can keep it here also, you guys will see. Okay, this happens to be the boundary. Cool. Okay, so now I have more than one recursive calls for this function. Let me try to solve this. I have T of n is equal to T of n by 2, n by 3, n by 4. So if I am having n inputs, then I'll divide it into half on the left, I'll divide into n by 3 in the middle, and n by 4 on the right hand side. Now this is to be divided in the same terms. Say for example, my function here is T of x is equal to T of x by 2 plus T of x by 3 plus T of x by 4 plus C. So what will be T of n by 2? T of n by 2 will be T of n by 2 by 2 plus T of n by 2 by 3 plus T of n by 2 by 4 plus constant. Alright, and this constant will get added to previous constant if needed. Okay, so n by 2 will get divided into 1 by 2 times n by 2. Okay, 1 by 3 times n by 2 and 1 by 4 times n by 2. N by 3 will get divided into 1 by 2 times n by 3, 1 by 3 times n by 3 and 1 by 4 times n by 3. This will get divided into 1 by 2 of n by 2, 1 by 3 of n by 4, 4, and 1 by 4 of n by 4. Okay, so now the cost on each level I want to find out. Here the cost is C. The total cost of this level is C. Here the cost is C. Here the cost is C. Here the cost is C. The total cost of this level is 3C. Here the cost is C. Again C. No matter how large or small my input is, my cost is constant. So cost is 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is 9, is equal to 9C. That means 3 squared. So if I'll move forward, I know that the cost will be in terms of c plus 3c plus 3 square c plus 3 power 4c plus up to how many? 3 power number of levels into c. Okay, so number of levels will be different for different steps of division. If I have like this array, if I divide into, I'll get 2 parts, it will be over faster. If I will divide into 3 equal parts, it will take me more time. If I divide it into 4 parts like right here, so it will take me more time. So n by 4 will be like fastest which will get over is n by 4. Okay, because I'm slicing it in 4 parts. Okay, if I'm dividing it into 2 parts, I get 2 parts to solve. Okay, if I divide into 3 parts, I'm getting 3 parts to solve. If I divide into 4 parts, 4 parts to solve. So the thing will get exhausted first, the array will get exhausted first if I'm dividing it into more chunks. So you see this, for n by 2, the number of levels that will come out will be, for n by 2, I know the say k1 levels are there, then n over 2 power k is equal to whichever is the limiting case given. Okay, say 1 if n is equal to 1. This is the given case. Okay, we can assume anything if it's not given. And then k is equal to, okay, here k1, I'll assume this to be k1. K1 is equal to log base 2n. For 3 it will come out to be k2 log base 3n, and for 4 it will come out to be k3 log n base 4. Okay, so the cost will be 3 cost I will get. Okay, for this one the cost will be c common out 3 power 0 plus 3 power 1 plus 3 power 2 up to how many? 3 power log n base 2. For this one I will get c common out 3 power 0 plus 3 power 1 plus 3 power 2 up to 3 power log n base 3. For this one I will get c common out 3 power 0 plus 3 power 1 plus 3 power 2 up to 3 power log n base 4. Now let us just calculate these values. Okay, you see this is a geometric progression. Every time we are increasing with power of 3. Okay, two, three, 4, and definitely k1 is greater than k2 is greater than k3. Okay, number of levels. The tree will look something like this is k1, this is k2, this is k3. Okay, so if I want to plot it further, it will be like this. Okay, it got over here, it got over here, and this is, say for example, my first variation, second variation. Okay, k1 is definitely greater than k2 or k3. This value will be more, this value will be in the middle, we don't talk about it. This value will be the least, so this will give us theta omega, this will give us big O. All right, so we'll move on to next question. Okay, here we saw it was plus n. What if it is plus n square, how will we process that? So we are given t of n is equal to t of n by 3 plus t of 2n by 3 plus n square. Okay, for solving this, we will take n, we will divide it into two parts. Okay, the cost of this here is n square, here the cost will be n square by 9, here the cost will be n square into 4 by 9. Okay, so total cost of this level will be n square, total cost of this level will be 5 by 9 n square and by observation I can say will 5 by 9 2 n square on the next level. Okay, so on every level the cost is increasing by a multiple of 5 by 9. So if I have on this side, how many levels will I have? I'll have log n base 3 levels. On this side, how many levels will I have? Log n base 3 by 2. Okay, this is a smaller number, so it will require a higher power to reach n. This is a bigger number compared to 3 by 2, so it will require lesser power. So right subtree will be greater. Right subtree will be greater, left subtree will be smaller. So to manipulate it, okay, this term will give me big O, this term will give me omega. Okay, this provides me big O, this provides me omega. This will be n square, this will be also n square. I want you to calculate it. Alright, so last example for this will be, say I am given t of n is equal to t of n by 2 plus t of n by 3 plus t of n by 4 plus n square. So n square is the cost we encounter on each level of division. So I have n elements by 2 by 3 by 4. Here the cost is n square, here the cost is n square by 4, here the cost is n square by 9, here the cost is n square by 16. Okay, so how will you calculate the total cost? N square 1 by 4 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 16. How will I calculate that? Nine, 16, 4. What is the LCM? 36 into 4. Alright. 36. 9. 9. Oh, fuck. 4 for 16 plus 16. 9. How much is it? 36, 16, 9. 6, 6, 12 और 9, 21, 1, 2, 3, 3, 6 is equal to 61 by 6, 24, 4, 2, 4, 12, 2, 14 times n square. Okay, 61 by 144 n square. Next term will be 61 by 144 whole square times n square. So I know that cost of each level will be 61 power 144 level number into n square. Okay, so this side will have log n base 2 levels, this side will have log n base 3 levels, this side will have log n base 4 levels. Okay, and I know 2 is the smallest number, so it will need the biggest power to reach this value. So biggest tree will come on left hand side, smallest will come on this side, and this will be somewhat in the middle. So if I want to complete the tree, I got fever maybe. Okay, this will give me omega value, this will give me big O value. I want you to calculate that. All the values will be n square, like final answer is theta of n square. That's it for this video. In next video we will be dealing with Master theorem. Okay, this got completed. In next video we will be dealing with Master theorem. Till then, take care, all the best.